Wow, I did not plan that, but that music worked out almost perfectly there. All right, so we are live. It is our trivia night. Tonight we're going to be doing 2019 trivia. So how well do you remember last year? Because that is what we're going to be talking about tonight. And so I hope that you're ready. So we're going to give everybody just a couple more a few more minutes to join in. So I know we've already got several folks on. Let's see. The Hammonds are ready. Miss Melanie, Miss Melba, Miss Rebecca, the Harbersons, Sherry here and on time for once. The Stake family is enjoying our official theme music here. So since we are doing 2019 trivia, just while we're waiting on folks to join, why don't you drop a comment or in the chat there and tell me maybe your favorite memory from 2019 or maybe something that happened in your life or the life of your family. So while we're waiting on people to join, we're talking about 2019 tonight. So why don't you take just a minute, drop a comment in the comment box or in the chat box and tell me what was your favorite memory of 2019 or something maybe significant that happened in 2019. Dolly's feeling it tonight. She says she's ready to bring it on. Julie is here. That's good. Mr. Mel says he can't hear me on YouTube. Are you the only one that can't hear me on YouTube? I see several people are on YouTube. JT, my mom, Denise, and Keith are a team tonight. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. My wife, last year in 2019, we had our 20th wedding anniversary. In 2019, Abby graduated high school and was a world traveler. Hey, the Schultz are on. We're glad y'all are here. Maggie said Guatemala was her favorite part of 2019. So you YouTube people, can you hear me? Because Mr. Mel was saying he couldn't hear the audio on YouTube. Are y'all able to hear? I see several people are on YouTube, so if somebody can comment and let me know if you can hear me. Will says favorite memory from 2019, having ample toilet paper. Yes, those seem like such bygone days there, Will. I remember those days. Well, you didn't have to fight people to get a roll of toilet paper. Hey, the Stake family joined Cook Baptist Church in 2019. That was awesome. Joy says, I'm assuming that 2019 was better than, than 2020 so far. Key says the Guatemala trip. So for those of you that are joining in, we're just waiting on a couple more. We're giving people a few more minutes to join in. So we're going to be doing 2019 trivia tonight. So while you're joining, drop a comment or chat in the chat box there and let us know what is your favorite memory of 2019 or just something significant that happened in 2019. My mom says she got to travel with my daughters. That's good. Oh, the Powells. Yes. Okay. So everybody's able to hear me on YouTube then. I hope Mr. Mel gets it corrected there. JT says she likes the Stakes answer. That was that they joined the Schultz, Canada, and Alaska trip. Ooh, that sounds awesome. The Jeff coats are on, Mr. John and Miss Ann. Janet said she did a Yellowstone and Grand Teton trip. So if you're just now connecting, thank you, Miss Ledford. Trip to Arkansas. That's our reigning champion right now, Miss Ledford. She won our Boomer Trivia last week. All right, so as we're connected, we're going to get started here in just a second. For those of you that are new maybe or hadn't played with us, we just do some simple trivia, and we're going to be doing, I'm going to be doing 12 questions. It's up to you to keep up with your, how many you get correct out of 12, and so we'll check in every once in a while to see how you're doing. But I'll give you a question. We'll have 4 multiple choice answers, and you can tell me in the chat or comment box what your answer is, and then it's up to you to keep up with your score, and then at the end of the night we'll see who finishes 12 for 12. We are doing 2019 trivia tonight. It's a little different. I tried to include questions that hopefully pertain to everybody, or that everybody has a chance to get at least a few right. And so, but I would be surprised if we have a 12 for 12 tonight. I think every week I think I've been trying to make it a little more challenging, just to see to try to give you a little bit harder time. So, but I think I've got 12 good questions about 2019, and so we'll see how this goes tonight. So, and how you do on these. So, once again, if you're just now connecting with us, why don't you go ahead and drop in the comments or chat box, tell us what was one of your favorite memories about 2019, since we're doing 2019 trivia tonight. And then we're going to get started here in just a second. So Mr. Ray says they did a quick trip to Arizona for the parents' 70th anniversary. Wow. Ms. Dolly says Grand Canyon trip and Las Vegas. Yes, Justin, tonight's episode again brought to you by Dr. Pepper. Julie said they did Disney World for Christmas. How cool is that? Real quick, I'm going to double check just to make sure. If you are watching, make sure that you click on the video like in Facebook. If you're on a place where I shared it or somebody else shared it, I won't be able to see your answers. So make sure if you're on Facebook, make sure you go into the video and you'll see everybody else's comments and stuff, like Miss Linda Hall, who said it was their 50th anniversary. And so make sure that you can see everybody else's comments and stuff if you're on Facebook, because if you're commenting on one of the shares, then I won't be able to see your answers and everything, and then you won't be. Of course, you can play along, but I just won't be able to show your answers and stuff on the screen here. So, all right, so we're going to go ahead and get started tonight. 2019 trivia. 2019 trivia. Give me just a second. Let me get it loaded in here. And while I'm doing this, if you can go ahead and remember. If you haven't already, tell us one of your favorite memories about 2019, or maybe something significant that happened in 2019. And give me just a second. Miss Renee is here. And I apologize for starting a few minutes late tonight. But we are almost ready to go. We're so glad that y'all are here. Miss Rebecca, spending time with Mr. Rodney. After I dropped the kids off at school, I would go drink coffee with him, and we would go pick muscadines. That's definitely a good memory from 2019. We sure do miss Mr. Rodney. Let's see, 2019 trivia. Yes, my mom, the first one to comment on my beard. Yes, I finally trimmed it up a little bit, so it looks like my face lost a little bit of weight. Although I feel like now the top part of my head is still fat looking. Sorry. I forgot to kill that sound. Oh, that was terrible. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry for that being so loud there. So, yes, I did clean up the beard, and so it don't look quite as shaggy as I did yesterday. All right, give me just a second. Sorry, I'm still working here. I guess I could turn my music back on so y'all can hear how cool that sounds. Hang on. All right, we're about to get started here in just a second. So I am having issues here. Let's see. Why is it showing both of those in my... Okay, now there we go. All right, so sorry. I'm off my game today. All right, so here we go. So we're 2019 trivia. Again, if you're playing along at home, you can do your... oh, y'all didn't hear that. Good, because that was super loud on my end. So the whole idea, I'm going to be giving you 12 questions here, and we're fixing to start. And then, so if you'll just keep up, we play on the honor system, so hopefully you keep up, and every once in a while we'll check in and see how you're doing with your score and stuff. And so here we go. Question number one. In April, a major fire, and of course, all of this is about last year, all right? So in April of last year, a major fire broke out in which iconic building in France? In April of 2019, a major fire broke out in which iconic building in France? Was it the Louvre, the Eiffel Tower, Notre Dame, or the Palace of Versailles? Glad that you're here, Miss Beth. All right, so in April of 2019, a major fire broke out in which iconic building in France? Maggie's coming in with C. Allison says C. Will says C. Trying to find a good place to put y'all's answers. There we go. Oh, let's see. We're getting a lot of C's here. Let's see. A lot of folks guessing C. So in April of 2019, which iconic building in France caught on fire? Schultz, Miss Jeffcoat. Everybody seems to think C, and yes, you guys have good memories. Yes, it was C, the Notre Dame Cathedral. All right, so I believe everybody is 1 for 1 so far. So I'm starting you guys out with some easy ones, and then we'll hopefully ramp it up just a little bit here. So, all right, question number 2. Scientists from the Event Horizon Telescope Project announced that they had captured the first ever image of what? So in 2019, scientists from the Event Horizon Telescope Project announced that they had captured the first ever image of what? Was it A, a supernova, B, a black hole, C, Pluto, or D, the moon? Scientists from the Event Horizon Telescope Project announced that they had captured the first ever image of what? This is question 2. Question 2. A, a supernova, B, a black hole, C, Pluto, or D, the moon? And just so you know, my wife and daughters are commenting on this, but I do not give them any advantage. In fact, Maggie was wanting me to tell her some questions, and I told her no. All right, so let's see. Most people coming in with B. We got Dolly says A. Miss Dottie says C. Sherry says B. Justin says B. Keith says B. Willie Todd says B. Abby B. My mom B. Ray B. Oh, Miss Dottie changed to B. Miss Piles A. Stakes B. Schultz B. Jeffcoat C. Womack A. JT B. Miss Ledford B. Miss Welch B. Rebecca Welch B. Miss Melba B. Janet is guessing 2 B's. I mean 2 answers, A and B. Miss K, good to see Miss K says C. The answer is B, a black hole. Scientists from the Event Horizon Telescope Project announced that they had captured the first ever image of what? And that was a black hole. I can't believe none of y'all fell for my option for the moon there. All right, so here we go. Question number 3. Question 3. In March of 2019, according to Forbes, who became the world's youngest billionaire at just age 21? So in March of 2019, according to Forbes, who became the world's youngest billionaire at just 21 years old? Was it A, Kylie Jenner, B, Zion Williamson, C, Willow Smith, or D, Millie Bobby Brown? In March of 2019, remember all these questions are 2019. In March of 2019, according to Forbes, who became the world's youngest billionaire at just 21 years old? A, Kylie Jenner, B, Zion Williamson, C, Willow Smith, or D, Millie Bobby Brown? Maggie and Allison say A. Abby says A. Willie Todd says A. Caroline A. Keith A. This question here might have separated our age groups just a little bit here. Justin says A. Mr. Mel says A. Christy A. My mom A. So at this point, I always wonder, do y'all really know that it's A, or are y'all just jumping on the bandwagon and putting A because everybody else is putting A? Mr. Ray says B. All right, most everybody seems to think Kylie Jenner, and yes, that is the correct answer, Kylie Jenner. My understanding is, I believe all or most, if not all, of her billions comes from some kind of makeup line or something like that. So yes, Kylie Jenner was the youngest billionaire ever at just age 21. All right, so we've done 3 questions. So very quickly, go ahead. This is our time to check in on your score. Give me a. I think we still have a few people that are 3 out of 3. So go ahead and drop it in the comment chat area there. Go ahead and brag a little bit and let us know where you're at. If you're 3 for 3, 1 for 3, 2 for 3, or I don't think anybody's 0 for 3, but go ahead and let us know there in the comments. The Matthewses are playing together. They're 3 for 3. Maggie's got 3 for 3 so far. Willie tied batting 1,000. Justin's 3 for 3. So, like I figured, we got several folks already that are 3 for 3 here. Dolly's 2 out of 3. That's all right. Miss Melanie 2 out of 3. Miss Welch is 3 out of 3. The Schultz are 3 out of 3. All right, so here we go. Question 4. Question 4. I love this question. Volodymyr Zelensky won Ukraine's presidential election in a landslide, but what was his job before being elected as president? So Volodymyr Zelensky won Ukraine's presidential election in a landslide, but what was his job before he was elected? Was he A, a career politician, B, a comedian, C, a journalist, or D, a circus performer? Volodymyr Zelensky, during 2019, won the Ukraine presidential election in a landslide, but what was his job before he was elected? Oh, Mr. John, 3 for 3, and Miss Ann's just 2 for 3. The stakes are hip on all their pop culture knowledge. Caroline says D, circus performer. Allison says D, circus performer. Miss Welch says B, comedian. Abby says D, circus performer. Maggie says B. Sherry B. Schultz B. Dolly B. So Volodymyr Zelensky, before he became president of the Ukraine last year, what was his job? Justin said C. Ray says C. Janet Maxwell, good to see you, Maxwells, says B. JT says B. Stakes going with B. So we've got several B's, but I think we've had a few folks guess circus performer and a couple of people guess journalist. Most of y'all knew I was messing with you on the career politician. Mr. Mel says D. Miss Jeffcoat B. Julie says A. Miss Renee says C. And the answer is he was a comedian. B, comedian. He was a comedian, an actor, a producer, a director, and decided to run for president of Ukraine and won in a landslide. Volodymyr Zelensky. Allison and I were almost going to name Jack Volodymyr Zelensky Ambrose, but we decided not to. All right, so I don't know how many people are still 4 for 4, but we're fixing to keep going here. We might have lost a couple of people there. All right, here we go. Question 5. What actor best known for playing Dylan McKay on the TV series Beverly Hills 90210 from 1990 to 1995 passed away in March of 2019 at the age of 52? Ooh, that's a long question. What actor best known for playing Dylan McKay on the TV series Beverly Hills 90210 from 90 to 95 passed away in March at the age of 52? So I have a feeling a lot of the females around our age are going to know the answer to this question very quickly. Is it A, Mark Paul Gosselaar, B, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, C, Jason Priestley, or D, Luke Perry? What actor who played Dylan McKay on Beverly Hills 90210 passed away last year? He actually had a stroke at the age of 52 in March of 2019. Allison says D. Caroline says D. Abby D. Willie Todd D. Yes, Christy. Keith said C. Justin says D. Sherry D. The Schultz say D. Miss Ledford says D. My mom D. Miss Welch C. D. D. All right. Most people seem to be guessing D. I think we've had a couple of C's in there. I think most people know that A, Mark Paul Gosselaar is still alive and actually on some TV shows, and I think he's fixing to be on a Saved by the Bell reboot. But the answer is D. Yes, Luke Perry unfortunately passed away at the young age of 52 last year. And so that is the correct answer. He played Dylan McKay on Beverly Hills 90210. All right, so here we go. That was question number 5. Here we go with question 6. What well-known food item broke the record for the most Instagram likes ever during 2019? So we're going to get you to guess the name of the food. What well-known food item broke the record for the most Instagram likes ever? Was it A, cheese, B, egg, C, steak, or D, pizza? What well-known food item broke the record for the most Instagram likes ever? Caroline coming in hot with B, egg. Maggie says B. Mr. John Jeffcoat thought I was talking about the Beverly Hillbillies, not Beverly Hills 90210. Almost the same show. I mean, so many similarities between those two shows, but no. In this case, we were talking about Beverly Hills 90210. Allison says B. Caroline says that egg is more popular than I am. Willie Todd says B. B. Abby said they put Mr. Gressett's face on it. Miss Beth says D. Schultz say B. Miss Renee says D. So it looks like it's coming down between the egg and pizza. So what well-known food item broke the record for the most Instagram likes ever in 2019? And our younger folks know it well. It was the egg. So for you, those of you that were confused, just like me, on how an egg somehow got the most likes ever, I looked it up, and apparently it was created by a group who wanted to bring attention to stress and anxiety that's being caused by social media. But they created an account. They posted one picture of an egg, and that egg has more Instagram likes than any other post ever. And it actually beat out one of our previous answers of Kylie Jenner, who held the record before that. So the steaks, we want to go with steak, but they said D. Oh, I'm sorry, steaks. Steak was not the correct answer, nor pizza. It was the egg. So if you have time, go on Instagram or Google and look up the egg. All right, so we've done half of our questions now. So let me know in the comments real quick how you're doing so far. Are you 6 for 6? Are you 3 for 6? Are you 4 for 6? 5 for 6? And while you do that, I'm going to take a sip of my Dr. Pepper, who is our sponsor again today. Maggie says she is still 6 for 6. Willie Todd batting 1,000 there at the Powell house. Justin says he's 5 for 6. Rebecca 5 for 6. Sherry 6 for 6. Oh, my mom's still 6 for 6. Abby's 5 out of 6. All right. Got a lot of folks at 5 for 6. We still have a few people holding on with that perfect score. JT, one of them, 6 for 6. Mr. Mel, 5 for 6 at the Corley house. All right, here we go. Question number 7. Question number 7. What song in 2019 broke the record for the longest time ever at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100? So what song broke the record in 2019 the all-time record, but it happened in 2019, for the longest time ever at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100? Was it A, Old Town Road, B, The Get Up, C, Thriller, or D, You Say by Lauren Daigle? What song broke the record for the longest time ever at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100? Oh, Mr. John is still 1 ahead. That's good. What song broke the record for the longest time ever at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100? Old Town Road, The Get Up, the C, Thriller, or D, You Say? Abby and Maggie both are saying A. Allison says A. Dolly says D. All right. What song broke the record for the longest time ever at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100? The Powells say A. Justin says A. We've got a few folks guessing D. Sherry says A. So, what song broke the record for the longest time ever at number one on the Billboard Hot 100 in 2019? It was A, Old Town Road. Old Town Road hung on for a long time there in 2019. So, those of you that guessed A, you got that one right. All right, so that was question number 7. Here we go, question number 8. Who won the 2019 World Series? Was it A, the New York Yankees, B, the Houston Astros, C, the Washington Nationals, or D, the Chicago Cubs? Who won the World Series last year? The New York Yankees, Astros, Nationals, or Cubs? And I'm always amazed at how quickly I forget these types of things because I honestly did not remember who won it last year. Who won the 2019 World Series? Yankees, Astros, Nationals, or Cubs? Maggie says B, Astros. Allison says C. Abby says C. Dolly C. The Schultz say C. C. Oh, too late, Maggie. Can't change your mind. Mr. Mel in the Corley house says C. Janet says D. A lot of folks guessing C. A couple of guesses for B. Gary says C. Janet used her phone a friend option there. Joy says C. Most people coming in with C. And yes, the answer was C, although I honestly couldn't even remember that the Nationals were in the World Series last year. But you guys have better memory than I do. All right, so who won the 2019 World Series? That was the Nationals. That was question number 8. Here we go, question number 9. Which movie in 2019 became the fastest to ever reach the $2 billion mark? So which movie became the fastest movie to ever reach the $2 billion mark? Was it A, Toy Story 4, B, Avengers Endgame, C, Frozen 2, or D, The Lion King? So which movie from 2019 set the record? It was the fastest to reach the $2 billion mark. Exactly, Christy. I was waiting on somebody to bring that up, although we might get some fights going here. Which movie became the fastest one ever? Here we go. Maggie says B. Will says B. Allison says B. Abby says B with 4 exclamation points, so apparently she's very emphatic about that. Was it Toy Story 4, Avengers Endgame, Frozen 2, or The Lion King? Miss Diane says D. Justin D. I got several people, a couple of guesses for C and D. Allison says B. Steak say B. Melanie says B. Julie says C. Will says, I don't think any others on that list got to 2 billion. That might be something to look up. JT says B. All right, so most people guessing B. Ms. Brenda says C. And the answer is yes, B, Avengers Endgame. It was the quickest to get to 2 billion. I'd be curious to know how far Frozen 2 got, because I'm sure Frozen 2 did pretty well at the movie theater and probably brought in a whole lot of money. All right, so we are 3/4 of the way through. Very quickly, go ahead and drop in the comment and chat there and tell me how you're doing. Are you 9 out of 9? I don't know if we may have a few people left that are still 9 for 9. Let me know if you're 9 for 9, 8 for 9, 7 for 9. And then we'll get into our last 3 questions. All right, my mom claims to be 9 for 9. I hope my dad is checking her to make sure she's not cheating. Willie Todd says he's batting 1,000 with an assist from his nephew. The Schultz are 9 for 9. All right. Susan came in late. She's 1 out of 2. Sherry's still 9 for 9. There you go. Ooh, the Steaks are 8 for 9. Rebecca 8 for 9. JT 8 for 9. All right, so y'all are doing pretty good. Everybody's up here. Yes, that's what I was worried about, and I feel like most of the time that's what y'all are doing, following the crowd. All right, so here we go. Question number 10. Question number 10. What film leading lady known for her role as Calamity Jane died in May at the age of 97? What film leading lady known for her role as Calamity Jane died in May at the age of 97? So just like my question earlier, I think this question may separate our age groups a little bit here. Was it A, Doris Day, B, Shirley Temple, C, Audrey Hepburn, or D, Betty White? What film leading lady known for her role as Calamity Jane died in May at the age of 97? So we're going back here. Maggie's guessing A, Doris Day. I wonder if Maggie actually knows who Doris Day is. What film leading lady known for her role as Calamity Jane died in May at the age of 97 last year? Susan says C, Audrey Hepburn. Willie Todd says A. Melanie says A. Schultz say A. Mr. Mill says A. All right, there seems to be a consensus here. And my mom had to wait and see what everybody guessed so she could guess and stay perfect. Maggie says no, she does not know who Doris Day is, but she's guessing that that is the correct answer. Janet Maxwell guessed B. Jeff Coates guessed C. Rebecca says A. Allison says C. C. Julie says A. Miss Diane says C. So what film leading lady known for her role as Calamity Jane died in May at the age of 97? Yes, it was A, Doris Day. And I felt bad about putting Betty White on that list because she is very much still alive and is a national treasure. And so I'm glad nobody guessed D. And I believe Shirley Temple and Audrey Hepburn have passed away a few years ago. So, all right, here we go. That was question number 10. Here we go. Question number 11. 2 more questions left. What is the full name of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's baby boy who was born during 2019? So what is the full name of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's baby boy? Here we go. Was it, or is it, A, Archie Harrison Mountbatten Windsor, B, Andrew Albert Christian Edward, C, Charles Philip Arthur George, or D, Jason Ray Ambrose Jr.? So what is the full name of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's baby boy? Is it A, Archie Harrison Mountbatten Windsor, B, Andrew Albert Christian Edward, C, Charles Philip Arthur George, or D, Jason Ray Ambrose Jr.? Most of you do not know, but I am very good friends with Prince Harry, and so that is why they named their son Jason Ray Ambrose Jr., even though it is not my child. So the junior part makes no sense. But they just wanted to honor me for being such a good friend to the royal family. So most of y'all seem to be guessing A here. Most everybody seems to be guessing A. So their son that was born last year was named Archie Harrison Mountbatten Windsor, Andrew Albert Christian Edward, Charles Philip Arthur George. I guess none of y'all are going to select D. Everybody seems to be picking A. Julie A. Diane says B. Will said D is a tempting option. Yes. I mean, we're BFFs. I mean, of course they would name their child after me. I'm a friend of the royals. Joy, she wanted to put D. That would be very interesting, Christy. I don't know if Jughead is a royal name, but it would be interesting to see if they did that. So, yes, the answer is A, Archie Harrison, I don't even know if I'm saying that right, Mountbatten Windsor. But that is his full name of their baby boy. All right, so we have one more question left. So this is it. This may separate who stays perfect, who gets 12 out of 12 here. So here we go. Question number 12, last one of the day. Which Full House actress was caught up in the college admissions cheating scandal Which Full House, which was a show on in the 90s, was caught up in the college admissions cheating scandal? Was it A, Jodie Sweetin, B, Mary-Kate Olsen, C, Candace Cameron Bure, or D, Lori Loughlin? Which Full House actress was caught up in the college admissions cheating scandal during 2019? Abby says D, Aunt Becky. Lori Loughlin. Willie Todd says D. Maggie says D. Oh, Allison's already sending in her total. She was finished 11 out of 12. Miss Ledford says D. Miss Welch, Allison says D. The Maxwell say D. Miss Diane D. Rebecca D. So I think pretty much all of y'all have been paying attention to this. Aunt Becky, I did almost put Aunt Becky on there, but and since that's how most people do know her from the 90s. I guess I should have picked a harder question for the last one there. Some of you already sending in your totals. And yes, you're already confident that you know the answer to this one. Yes, it was D, Lori Loughlin. So and my understanding is that controversy is still going on, or the scandal is still going on. So anyway, thank you all for playing tonight. Go ahead very quickly. Let me see who is still 12 for 12. Do we have folks that are 12 for 12? My mom is 12 for 12, but she's admitted that she was cheating to get that 12 for 12. Miss Welch finished 9 for 12. That's not bad. Justin 11 for 12. Dolly 9 for 12. And hopefully you enjoyed those trivia questions. I went through a whole lot of questions about 2019 to whittle it down to those. Sherry finished 12 for 12. The Schultz finished 12 for 12. Way to go. Powell's and Williams are finished 12 for 12. Miss Ledford finished 10 for 12 after her win last week. Maggie finished 11 for 12. Stakes 11 out of 12. Not cheating but coping. I assume she means copying. Willie Todd said he only went with the crowd once. Oh, yep, there she goes. Copying. Seven out of 12. Yes, the stakes remind. Yes, go find the egg account now. You can go find the Eggs Instagram account that has the most likes on it. I think it's up to like 50-something million likes, something just ridiculous like that. And so, anyways, we had several folks that came in late. So, that's pretty good, Will. Yes, these pop culture things sometimes. Sure, Justin, that's a good idea. Do y'all have, if you have suggestions on what you would like next week's trivia to be, go ahead and drop it in the comments. Oh, Miss Melba, the eggs got her. And yes, Maggie, I am noticing right now how shiny my forehead is. She calls me out on that. So if you have an idea for next week, go ahead and drop it into the comments and chats. And so while you're doing that and while you're still throwing in your last few scores there, let me just remind you, we got our service happening this Sunday at 10:15, and so we hope that you've been able to worship the last few weeks. We hope that you've enjoyed the time of worship that we've been able to have virtually. And so, even if you're not a member of Cook, or even if you're not affiliated with Cook, we would still love for you to join us on Sundays at 10:15. And so, anyway, so we hope that you will join us for our worship time every Sunday. And so. The Stakes, yes, thank you, Stakes. I'm glad that y'all joined in. Willie Todd suggested Bible trivia. I don't know, Will. You've already said you might not do so well on that. Joy, thank you, Joy. Somebody did point out last week that we are up against that our trivia night is up against Wheel of Fortune. So I really appreciate all of y'all skipping Wheel of Fortune, or maybe taping it or DVRing it and going back and watching it later so that you can participate in at this. Yeah, you would have to be perfect, yeah. Can we email you about possible bonus questions? Sure. Yes, the steaks. Yes, I did think about doing that at one time. We started off, our first one was about our cook staff. How well do you know our cook staff? Thank you, Allison. Glad you joined in. All right. So thank you again for playing along this week. And so, yes, taping it for all of you folks that still have a VHS player and you're taping the Wheel of Fortune. So, anyways, thank y'all for joining in. And so, don't forget, if there's anything that we can do for you here at Cook, please call the church number 318-255-1318 or send us an email. You can email cook@cookbc.org, and we will get that and everything. And so, yes, Schultz, we miss y'all very much and miss not being able to get together with everybody every week, but hopefully we can continue to keep up with each other virtually in this way. And so, anyways, yes, that is good. I like that suggestion too. Product taglines or catchphrases and stuff. So that'd be good. All right, Powell's and Williamses, thank y'all for playing along too. And so we hope you have a great rest of the week and join us Sunday. And hopefully your Connect group leaders and stuff will be reaching out to you. And so hopefully we just have an opportunity to get together virtually the rest of this week and just enjoy worshiping together and being together. So thanks again for playing. We hope y'all have a great week. See ya.